Open banking is coming to Canada. Are you ready? Advocates of open banking say it couldn't come fast enough and that customers like you will benefit from improved customer experience and better security. But there's a lot more to consider. And as the saying goes, the devil is in the details. To talk about open banking and what you need to know is Sanjay Pathak. He is partner and national leader of technology strategy and digital transformation services at KPMG Canada. Sanjay, great to have you on.
Thank you for having me.
So for those viewers who are probably not familiar with open banking, can you just explain what it is?
Of course, absolutely. Thank you. Open banking is a concept where the government will enable customers to instruct their incumbent financial services providers to share account and transactional level data with accredited third parties in an open banking ecosystem. And so what that means is this is going to be a method by which we will automate the ability to share banking information, whether it's account information, transactions, et cetera, across the spectrum of accounts and holdings that a consumer might have amongst all of the other accredited parties. There's going to be, sorry, go ahead.
No. That makes sense. I guess my question is why is Canada exploring open banking and what sort of problem do they think that it's going to solve?
I think there's a few perspectives on this, Saijal. And one of them is, from a consumer standpoint, I think that what the government is trying to do and what other jurisdictions have been trying to do is increase access to financial services, create more efficiency, manage the risk around how to share information, but then also providing a bit more control for customers on the data that they share out with other institutions. So one of the things that will happen, I think, from a consumer standpoint, is that there will be more choice. There's going to be more choice about how consumers will share their data. And I think there's going to be more choice in the products and services that they have access to. Currently, you create an account with one bank or another bank, et cetera. What open banking will provide is the opportunity to be able to link the information across those different accounts and be able to have better visibility around what you hold, and also potentially choose better products from an institutional. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, Sanjay, I was going to say, you mentioned about how information is being shared. What's happening right now? And because one of the biggest concerns for people is the security risk.
It's a great question. Open banking as a concept it's not new. There are a lot of different products and services out there. Many people have apps, applications and programs, financial management programs, et cetera, that already aggregate and organize financial data. What's happening today, though, is you're either feeding those programs with spreadsheets that you're downloading from your bank, or in some cases, it's a method called screen scraping. And I'm not sure how many people really truly understand what screen scraping is, but what, in quick terms, what it is consumers are being asked to provide their usernames and passwords to these programs that aggregate their financial information. And then that application program is actually going in behind the scenes, logging into their accounts, and then scraping the data from the relevant pages in order to aggregate them into the programs. Now, we've been hearing for years, don't share your passwords, don't share your PINs, keep your personal information safe. And yet, to date, this is the best that most of these programs can do about aggregating financial information. And it's not great. It really leaves not only consumers exposed, they should hate this for obvious reasons, but businesses are taking on huge liability with holding this information, usernames, passwords, et cetera. So it's a suboptimal practice, and it drives, it can drive super risky outcomes and behaviors.
Yeah, so you can understand why this would solve the security problem. Sanjay, we only have about 40 seconds to the commercial break. Are there certain members or organizations in the industry that are more behind this than others? Who's likely to benefit?
I think the banks are seeing this as an opportunity. It's a big challenge for them. It's a big cost and it's a big lift. They're having to create the automation behind the scenes in order to share the data. I think there's going to be a lot of fintechs that are going to come into play, and they're going to start to innovate around the data that they expect that they would have. And consumers are going to benefit ultimately by improved choice, improved access, and a lot better visibility across the different banking products they own. I think one of the things that's going to have to happen is that uplift in education and understanding of what open banking is, what the risks are, what the opportunities are. And really, open banking success will be driven by how many people really participate.